Hi, I'm glad you're here. Welcome to a late night version of this. I've been kind of wanting to figure out a way to bring up topics about meditation that aren't necessarily talked about very often. And I wasn't quite sure how to do the layout. So I've been kind of checking Reddit to see what people are talking about there as far as meditation goes. And I found a really interesting um, post that made me want to just jump on and talk a little bit about it. I have dropped it in the description if you want to read further. Basically, they were okay, so let's back up a little bit. Have you ever felt like you were doing meditation, quote unquote, wrong, where you just emotions are overflowing, you're zoning in and out, you fall asleep, all these things are happening, and nobody really talks about those aspects of meditation, right? So you feel like you're doing something wrong, or you can't sit still, or all the things that can come up when you're when you're first meditating or just throughout your practice for as long as you decide to have the practice, right? Well, this poster was talking about, or this OP was talking about, how we come in with certain expectations or we end up chasing experiences, right? We have a really good experience, and so that's the only thing we can focus on. We want that experience to continue for the rest of the time we meditate, not just the session, but throughout the practice, right? We want that expectation of only good feelings, only relaxed, only, the positive aspects. And this really hit me because it's so true and it's so easy to slip into this when really meditation isn't about shutting your mind off, and it isn't necessarily about relaxation. It's about bringing you into the present. It's about bringing you here now to stay with yourself right here right now, to see what's actually happening within you, because you can't heal from anywhere else. You can't heal from the thoughts that you're getting lost in, whether it's past, it's future, it's the argument you just had, right? It's you can't heal from a projected space. So I just wanted to kind of touch on this a little bit and just reiterate that meditation is ultimately about bringing you into the present, and you're not doing anything wrong if you start if you start zoning out. That's perfectly natural, and it's a good indication that you zone out on yourself a lot. You get overwhelmed by emotions. That's perfectly fine. That's what's happening in the moment. And chances are, moment to moment, you're getting lost in emotions. You're being swung from direction direct to direction. Let me try that again. From direction to direction because you're normally getting wrapped up in your emotions. Like when you first start meditating, it really is just an illuminating factor of how you're walking around moment to moment, but you're not aware of it, right? Because most of us aren't taught to step in live, right? We're not stepping into our lives moment to moment. We're kind of just drifting in and out. So that's part of one of the things that meditation teaches you is to be right here, right now with it, regardless of what it is, and to allow it to show up. So I found this really, really interesting. And like I said, I've been wanting to try to speak about these other aspects of meditation that when I first started 10 years ago, it wasn't talked about. So it was frustrating that I felt alone in that because nobody was addressing it. So, first of all, I just wanted to shout out that you're not alone. These are perfectly normal, it's perfectly natural, and anytime you make it to your mat, that's a win. And even if your mat's a pillow, it's your bus, it's a train, it's a plane. You know what I mean? Anytime you show up fully present for yourself, that's a win. So, I wanted to kind of shout these out, also let you know that you're not alone, that this is part of the course. It's perfectly normal and natural. Um, but let me know what about meditation has surprised you, good or bad. Something that you discovered and it shocked you. It was, unexpected. You weren't sure what to do with it. Again, good, bad, indifferent. Just something that you were like, huh, I had no idea. So I just wanted to do a quick one of these. I was nervous about doing it. I'm still not quite sure of how I want to do the layouts moving forward. I do want to do a little bit deeper dive, a little bit longer of breaking down the myths, and have some some scientific research that's been done on it. So that's going to take me a little bit more time to put that together. I'm still nervous about how to put it together. So still working on that. But meditation isn't about perfection. It's about awareness. It's about presence, right? It's about the realization of how you're walking around day to day, most likely completely unaware of it. So thanks for being here, and I appreciate you showing up for a late night live. And then let me know if you'd like more of these real talk sessions, short or long, just kind of going over different aspects of meditation along with the live meditation. So I hope you found this helpful and see you soon.